Hello to my lovely art family. We have a little bit of an unboxing to do because we're carving stamps today. In order to do that, I decided we're gonna get some more stamp carving supplies. The first thing I got is this paper for block printing. That's what it's actually called. I wanted to try this paper because it's like creamier and I think it's thicker than what I had been using. Let's get our scissors. I'm gonna just do it in my lap so I don't have to blur out my address. Hold on. Yeah, you know what? I think I ordered some other stuff too. This box has been sitting in my studio for like 2 months. First of all, I got another stamp cutter. I don't know why this box is giving me toothpaste vibes, but like, it reminds me of toothpaste. Okay, the next exciting thing. Speedy Cut Easy blocks that I got this time. They're blue. So yeah, we got 6 by 11. I have some exciting plans for these. Anyway, we are gonna carve into these. I'm gonna voice over this because carving stamps takes hours and I need to concentrate and not like hurt my hands. So just letting you folks know ahead of time. I was seriously so excited when I found blue lino cutting material. So right now I'm just very enthusiastically preparing my artwork. Now, when I said earlier that I'm carving my art into a stamp, we're taking this really literally because we're doing a giant postage stamp. I used this dime here to get all those rounded edges. And I wanted to do something a little different than usual, something kind of mysterious, but vintagey and also kind of peaceful. So you can see I carved a giant sun with an eye in it. I wanted to keep it somewhat simple because with stamp carving, I just feel like simple is sometimes better. And also, it takes hours to do this. I spent like all day on this and yeah. Now, here's the most satisfying part. We have our cutting tools and oh my goodness, it is so therapeutic to just carve chunks out of these stamps. My goodness. And using all the attachments and everything, you know, carving giant pieces out or slicing through these lino cutting blocks. This tiny attachment here for the sun. It was just all so nice. I was actually watching Netflix while I did this, and it was a nice way to unwind. So I guess if you're somebody who has stress and anxiety, this activity might be something that is really calming for you. Highly recommend. Now these areas here where I'm carving out some negative space, I'm purposely leaving some chunks because I want some to sort of show through with the ink. You'll kind of see what I mean once I do the print, but I really love the effect of that. And I hope it turns out good with this sun. We'll see. You know, I really enjoy just doing this kind of stuff with you. Like, this is just so therapeutic, carving chunks out of stamps. And just with art in general, I guess, I really enjoy our weekly videos and encouraging you folks to have a creative outlet. And something else that's super important is just taking care of our mental health. So I want to thank BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. So if you're going through a hard time, maybe you're finding it really hard to be happy or just achieve your goals, or you're feeling really weighed down, BetterHelp is a really great resource for you to talk to a licensed professional therapist. I actually started using it recently, and it's been super helpful for me. But I want to share how I got there because I think maybe some of you could relate to this. I'm a really shy, introverted person in real life, and for the last 3 or so years, I've really been wanting to do counseling, but I always got scared, and just the thought of going to a waiting room and sitting there and waiting to talk to somebody, but the last year and a half was particularly difficult for me, and just a lot of things that I felt like I needed to process. Now, I really like BetterHelp because there's this really in-depth questionnaire that they walk you through, and they assess your needs, and then they match you with a licensed professional therapist. After they match you, you can start communicating within 48 hours. And it's not like some self-help book or some crisis hotline. This is actually a licensed professional therapist who is here to help you. There's also a broad range of expertise with over 20,000 different therapists that may not actually be available in many local areas. When I went into this, I really wanted someone who specialized in cognitive behavioral therapy, and on my first match, guess what I got? Somebody who does CBT. So I'm super happy with my therapist, and I feel like we really click. But in the event that you feel like maybe, I'm just not clicking with my therapist, what do I do? BetterHelp really wants to help you on your mental health journey. And so they make it super easy for you to match with somebody else if you feel like, maybe this isn't working and I want to try somebody else. Now, something else that's really nice is you can log into your account at any time to message your therapist, and they're really fast at getting back to you. They're super thoughtful people, and they really care for you. I really like doing my sessions on my phone. They have an app and it works wonderfully. You can do video sessions, you can do phone calls, you can even just type and chat with your therapist, and I just love that level of flexibility. And again, no uncomfortable traditional waiting rooms to sit in before your appointment. You can sit on your own couch and just be in the comfort of your own home. Now, something else that's super nice about BetterHelp is it is available to clients worldwide, and it is a lot more affordable than traditional therapy. And if you need financial aid, it is available. And again, it's really nice too because you get weekly sessions. So if you'd like to give it a try and just take charge of your mental health, visit betterhelp.com/mirabyler. That's better, H-E-L-P. And join over 1 million people doing therapy, taking charge of their lives. It's great. And since you folks are Mira Byler channel viewers here in this art fam, we teamed up to give you all 10% off on your first month using BetterHelp. So go to betterhelp.com/mirabyler. I'll also link it down in my description so you can just click it too. It's been really meaningful for me, and I care about you folks. I really hope that this helps somebody out there. Anyway, we have stamps to carve, art to make, so let's get back to it. All right, so we have our first stamp carved. It is probably really hard to see because there's no ink on it yet, and the sun is beaming in through this window. However, we are going to cover this baby with some ink and see where things take us. So I think for the stamp, I want to do plain black ink because just the vibe with the sun, with it actually being a stamp and there's an eye on the sun, it's given me really cool black and white vibes, or black and cream color vibes because this paper is a cream color. I'm really excited about that. So let's open her up. Oh, this paper is actually a lot thinner than I thought it would be. But it's really soft. It's satisfyingly soft paper. I can't wait to use it. Okay, so let's prep our palette. Maybe we should you see all these little pieces? They're really satisfying, so fun to play with, but we gotta get them out of the way. Yep. All right, here's our little glass palette. Here's the ink. All right, we have our stamp here. Gotta roll up these sleeves. No ink on the clothes, no ink in the hair. All right, let's take this brayer and cover our lovely stamp. All right, we have our piece of paper. I'm just gonna line this up. Actually, just do that. All right, moment of truth. That looks pretty cool. I think we need to use a little more ink though. You know what, I just realized I did the inverse on this eye. Like I meant to make this part dark and this part white and stuff, and I totally flip-flopped it. But it actually looks kind of cool. It like seems more mysterious or something. So that's all right. I'm happy with it. Let's do another one. Ooh, we did it. I love how this one turned out. It's not like perfect right there, but like this is a win. I'm really happy with this. It's not perfect, but in case you haven't noticed, I don't really care if all my art turns out perfect. Like I'm here to have fun, and I find block printing to be a very stress relieving, therapeutic activity. I'm doing it to have fun and to show you guys that you can have fun too. You don't need to make perfect art, but if you're enjoying yourself, that's what matters. And if you feel like you're expressing yourself, you have a creative outlet, hey, all the power to you. This kind of makes me want to carve a hot air balloon one at some point in my life. I don't know. I really like the way this turned out. And the inverted eye thing is really growing on me. I just think it's like, I don't know, it's kind of creepy, but kind of cool. Alrighty, I have a confession to make. So after I finished that first art piece that we did in this video, the giant postage stamp, I had full intentions of creating another giant postage stamp. However, the night after I finished that piece, inspiration struck and took me elsewhere. So let me tell you about what I'm doing, because there's actually going to be another little stamp after this one. And yeah, I have something fun in mind. So right now I'm carving a snowflake, and it didn't necessarily take a lot of time. Well, it actually kind of did, because snowflakes are really delicate and intricate, and I didn't anticipate it taking this long, but I just wanted to be extra careful, so I took my time. The way I saw this one was really interesting too, because I decided to draw the snowflake and then cut around my drawing. And usually I cut on my drawing lines, but yeah, you'll see why I did that in a couple minutes. This large cutting tool is like my favorite attachment because it just takes out massive chunks of the material. But anyway, here's the snowflake. Now, I have a confession to make again. You see all those little linocut shavings up at the top of the screen? They were like really distracting. And sometimes I would just stop carving and play with them, and like pick them up and drop them. It was just a fun sensory experience, and I had to tell you that. Raise your hand if you would do that too. Let me know in the comments. So this one here, I'm carving some holly, and these two stamps are going to interact soon. And I can't wait to show you what we're doing. This is gonna be fun. So for this next one, I have an idea, and I need to share this idea with you because it's maybe a little out there compared to some other things I've done. Hear me out, hear me out. This is gonna be a wild one. First of all, we're gonna need some red ink. We're gonna need some scissors. We might need this green ink at some point. I carved a little tiny snowflake and a little tiny like piece of holly with some berries. A bunch of holly with some berries. Why would it be a piece if there's 3 leaves? I don't know. I had visions to do like a really big block printing project in this video, and then I kind of caught vision and did these little things. So I'm finally gonna tell you why. I have all these Trader Joe's grocery bags, and I saw people cut these up, turn them inside out, paint on them, decorate them, and then upcycle them as wrapping paper for the holidays. And I am all about this. Like I'm dying to do it, so I need to do it. Let's get our scissors and get to cutting. First, I'll just remove these handles. Probably won't need them. Could turn them into bows. I really like trying to be more sustainable. I'm not perfect though, I'm not gonna act like I am, but it is fun to try to be more sustainable. So, making wrapping paper out of grocery bags, this is awesome. Okay, first of all, I am going to use this as a little test strip, and if it turns out good, the sides of these bags are great for like wrapping socks or any little like cosmetic items, so I can still use the sides of bags. I would like to use this red, yeah, this beautiful red here. Love it. I have this super tiny brayer and I absolutely love it. So I'm using it for the tiny stamps. This is like way too much ink. Okay, let's try our little snowflake. I honestly have my doubts about him, but we'll see. Oh, this is cute already. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see our test piece of paper here. We're doing it backwards on this one. I'm not gonna use that tool. Don't come for me. That is so adorable. Oh my word. I cannot wait to do this. Like honestly, what? I just love it. I love it. Oh my goodness, this is so fun. I think for this test piece, we like actually need to make it a thing because I do have tiny stuff to wrap for my family. So I might bust out the Posca pens here in a second. Oh, so cute. Guys, this is so fun. I feel like I haven't used these in such a long time. I just want to do some fun designs, some fun little designs.
Look ahead, the sea is calm, and I know we've been through a lot, but just wait. Wait for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails.
All right, I think it's time to graduate to a larger piece of wrapping paper. I think I have to stand up for this one.
If we just hold on tight, this vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. Ooh. dreamers of the shore.
All right, let me just show you what we have. This, yeah, exciting stuff. I think we need to do some Posca pen magic on this as well. Basically, I really liked the white snowflakes and stuff on the other one. I want to do it again. It was fun.
Our home to show on the horizon, soon we'll be there. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore when we can't read the sky. We just sail with the wind that we've got. And when we're drowning in doubt, just keep on believing.
All right, folks, we had a nice, fun, stampy time. And now I'm just gonna show you some stuff at the end. I don't think everything got captured on camera. This one was really fun. I just love the vintage vibe, the fact that it's a giant postage stamp, and the weird eye. I like the weird eye. So as far as the little stamps go, I know they looked super simple and I didn't spend like tons of time carving the stamps. However, this ended up being a way bigger project than I anticipated. So we did this little scrap tester piece together and I really enjoyed this one. I think I actually like this one the best because I did some doodles and some stamps and it went a lot faster because of that. So somebody in my family gift exchange will probably have this piece of wrapping paper around their present. I did this giant piece. Oh, I am so excited to use this and wrap some presents. I think I already know whose present I'm gonna wrap with this. Sherry, probably, because what I got her would fit perfectly in here. Anyway, that piece of wrapping paper there probably took me an hour to do. Pretty wild. I would not have expected that. I really enjoyed this and I'm excited to upcycle some grocery bags for wrapping Christmas presents this year. We can make little bows out of these grocery bag handles, so that'll be cool. If you're in a pinch and maybe you run out of wrapping paper, you can do this yourself with your grocery bags. Or if you just want to do this, you should do it. You can also just use craft paper. I really like using craft paper at the holidays, so yeah. Let me show you one more thing. I just think this looks really cool and now I don't want to wash it because it looks really cool. Thanks for hanging out with me. We did simpler art today, but really fun projects. And this video, realistically, actually took me probably 4 or 5 days to make because carving stamps takes forever. So that's why I don't do these videos all the time, but I really enjoy it every time I do it. I hope you're having a good week. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you who are celebrating, and I will see you soon in another video. Have a beautiful day. Bye.